Hi y'all, what's up gang? How everybody doing? Hope everybody doing good cause I am. And I know y'all is too. Cause y'all in the chat, goddamn it. Shout out to the y'all unit. Shout out to the new subscribers. And shout out to the people that's thumbing me up. Yeah, let's get to it. Now look, we already got the tea in the beginning. What's going on in the room? Kimberly Wild story. Stack that with Friends K story. You know what I'm talking about with other YouTubers. Receipts, 54 keys, everybody, you know what I'm talking about. Stack those receipts on each other around about 1, 2 o'clock, and we got them. Yeah, we got an understanding now. But see, now check this out. It's still Kenneka Jenkins Day. And look what time it is. Now, round about this time, the assistant beverage manager is in the freezer. Well, in the kitchen for 2 hours. Remember, Miss Teresa made that post and said, yeah, the employee was in the kitchen for Kenneka for 2 hours, and he came out, but Kenneka didn't. Y'all remember that? So look, check this out. On top of that, right? Look, let's go to her. Remember this? Remember this YouTuber was talking about the security guards? Remember that, right? Remember that. Because you're going to remember this and it's going to make sense.
301 here. Oh, fuck. 301, everything 10-4? Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid. 10-4, 600? 600 copies. Make notifications, Rosemont. 601, you copy? Jerry, what kitchen you in? I'm in the rear by the dock area, by the garbage. Where you guys at? $55, Rosemont. 1455. You get any noise complaints at the front of the Crown Plaza? We're out here. Just give me a heads up. 10-4. Rosemont 169 route. $600 from 601. Good. Can I get 201 here? We got 2 batteries and ambulance requested. Somebody follow them. Psych patient. They're going to keep cuffed. Not in custody, but they're requesting a patrol to follow.
Do you catch on what's going on here? If you got a YouTuber, employee reach out to this person and say, hey, this what happened with the security guards. Then you understand the story. You go back to the frequency call. Do the time matching up here a little bit when they say they got what now?
Patient and ambulance requested. Somebody on here. We got 2 batteries and ambulance requested. Get 201 here. We got 2 batteries and ambulance requested.
All right. So you know what's going on with Kenneka between the hours of 2 o'clock 2:30. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So when French K went on the break for 30 minutes, right, and was seen at 3 o'clock and go to Kilo Brown store when she said the police ride around by 3 something. And when the police arrive at 3 something, do this make sense?
Somebody follow them. Psych patient, they're going to keep cuffed. Not in custody, but they're requesting a patrol to follow, at least against the ambulance. 10-4, he's en route. 201, you copy? 10-4.
169.
169's en route.
Yeah, just stage in the front parking lot by the canopy for now.
10-4. 1445. Myself and 59 back in town. Will be 10-7. Million 13 to 169. Go ahead, sir. Just come to the rear of the by the loading dock and stage back there. Come through auto though. Come through auto. Avoid the front of the building.
Now check this out. What time you think this will be going on? What time you think? Why you think? Look at the police frequency. You see what they got interested in? The kitchen, the the loading dock. And guess what the reports said? Kenneka, hold on. She was last seen with staff. Where she passed several staff hotel personnel. So look what they focus on.
Ten four. 169 location staged in the back.
Passenger seat.
Rosemont from 158.
So think about the police frequency calls that will be going on after 3:30. Just think about when they was transporting her to the pool. Think about where the police was at that time. Hello. See what I'm talking about? Think about that. Why these goddamn walkie-talkies sounding funny? Like, damn, this sound like this was on the night. About 3:34 in the morning.
158.
Can you give me the case number for this call and composite?
Patrol number is going to be 24677. 24677.
10-4-24677.
She already had a missing report number. She got a missing report number. They just screamed it. So now you know what time they got a missing report number. Think about what Irene said. Yeah, they said you now Killing Them said you got to file a missing report You know what I'm saying? If you want to review the footage, and they already got a missing report now.
That's correct.
Road 1, ambulance 169, we're clear of the scene. Returning, scene's handed over to Road 1 Public Safety. Police.
Message received.
They hand the scene back over. They hand the scene back over. Now check this out. This September the 9th, right? Now, y'all remember at 8 something on the night when Miss Teresa and them came up there? Everybody knows she in the freezer at this point. I believe you seen the Garcia knew she was in the freezer. We damn sure know French K knew she was in the freezer. Since French K knew she was in the freezer, the whole staff knew she was in the freezer. Right? So look, at 8 some, Miss Teresa and them up there, and they telling her they can't spy her on the camera. And we're telling her, I don't know what you talking about. She didn't show up here. And Miss Teresa had to show video. Look, her going live right here, showing you she in the room. So boom, now they had to change the tune. Watch this. At 8 some, told y'all what they were doing. Hold on, guys. Now you already got a report number. And look at this. Right? So look. And you got this. Look at the details of the photo. I try to zoom in. They don't want to just zoom in like the way I want it, but you can see it. So look, at 8 something, they already knew she was in the freezer. When Miss Teresa came up there, that's why they act like, look, we gonna call the police on Miss Teresa because she disturbing the guests. They on the 9th floor knocking on the door. We already know who in room 926. See what I'm talking about? Hold on. What y'all talking about? Look. Alright. Hold on, guys. So when you think about the footage that y'all seen, right? The police search, what they did. Let's go down to the kitchen. This is where she was last seen. Boom, boom, boom. Now they were like, damn, we need the fire department come down here. And they were searching the kitchen. They were searching the laundry room. Then when you go to the reports, right? And she was last seen with who? Hotel staff. The hotel staff. So boom. When you think about it, that's the reason why you got the police frequency round about 334, like Kilo Brown said. Irene said the police were there round 3 something. Round 3 something.
Battalion 13.
Battalion 13.
Just an update. Auto wait confirmed only at this time. Confirmed only. We're not available. And any in-town calls, give me the heads up before and we'll make a decision at the time. But no recall at this time. No recall.
Message received.
Rosemont 169 back in quarters.
169, message received.
Live Gap. Go ahead, sir. Can you come out here and meet Deputy Chief Kenneka and the detectives about that camera? That's receiver. You guys back in the same area? I just... Rosemont Battalion 13.
Now you understand why they want to meet up about their camera. It's right there by the freezer. Cause the paperwork, she with the staff. And it's seen on camera. Right? They got footage of it. So now you got the police, you know what I'm talking about, and on the walkie-talkie, exposing themselves with the investigation. So look at it like this here. Do it look like they like, damn, they at a crime scene? It's like they at a crime scene the minute that it happened. Right? The minute that it happened. You got the call, you came through, boom. And then you got this going on.
I'm going to get rid of this fire portable. I'll be on the police stand for a minute now.
Our message received.
What? What you mean? You gonna get rid of the fire portable? Oh, it went to check on the camera. Know what I'm talking about? And this thing you know, now you gotta get rid of the fire portable.
One 156.
We copy. We're in route.
Message received.
Rosemont 156 back in quarters.
Message received.
Shop 158 back in quarters.
Message received.
And then look, y'all heard this? What they doing? Bruh, this the smoking gun and this corruption that is finding. I'm quite sure that these people in the court already know, like, damn, how we gonna get ourselves out of this one? All right. So boom, Kenneka was last seen with employees going in the kitchen. Once you go back to the footage, guess what you see? Let's go back to the footage. Let's go to this. All right. You got Risco. They go to Deputy Chief. This the one that Jedediah talked to. French K claiming that he turned the cameras off. But I believe French K turned the cameras off and he tried to put it off on Risco because he probably know Risco was, you know what I'm talking about, on the same shit they was on. So boom. Then when you go to 433, why they be calling the mother, Miss Teresa, talking about they can't find her, you got these motherfuckers telling you on the footage what's going on. Boom. Dragging the body. So now, when they say about missing cameras and the police are walking, talking, the frequency, y'all just seen it and heard it. Here go the cameras that would have caught everything. But they say it was missing cameras. They cut it coded. These are cameras that wouldn't work. So boom, look what they read. And you understand when you look at the police frequency, they were talking about the kitchen on the lower level. On the lower level, gang. And it tell you that's where the crime scene was at. Red indicate the crime scene or the area of the victim, Kenneka Jenkins, observed in the portion of the video. So if you got that going on, right? So boom, she was last seen with employees walking in the kitchen. So now you gotta look like, damn, them folk actually seen the motherfucking struggle on the camera in the kitchen. They seen the shit. You see what I'm saying, gang? Look, what a coincidence that the time matching up with the incident. Look, missing cameras, and this in the kitchen area. This is the camera they said they were missing when she was walking past employee. So when you read it like this, when you read the court paper, when they said when she walked in the kitchen and if the security were watching the camera, it would have prevented her death. And all of this making it seem like that nobody want focusing in on the monitor while she was walking, right? But the whole time she with security because the camera's out. So when the police revealed the footage, they took it down. Look, they took the report down. This how they describe it. When she think about this, when she was last seen by Monique and them on the ninth floor, right, at 2 something. Boom, downstairs. 2 minutes later, she downstairs with who? Staff member. And guess what they see? Blue indicate only male subject observing a portion of the video, meaning that he gonna be on camera while the nigga gonna be y'all know how Zach was like, oh yeah, you could be up under the cameras and tell her come this way and direct her every move. Cause look, you gonna have the blue male subject, he gonna be the one that's observed on the video. Then you gonna have the female subject. They're gonna be on a portion of the video. So if you take these two together, you know what I'm saying? Imagine this in the footage, he telling her, go that way, or come this way, or scream my name. You see what I'm saying? So when that happened, boom, you got both male and female subject observed on the video. So that's gonna be in the kitchen. So when the struggle broke out, that's where the crime was being committed, in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Boom, and they color coded. Then once you go to her, that's why they don't want to mention that in the reports. But they admitted that she passed several hotel and personnel. You see what I'm saying, gang? So if you look at the investigation, how this going, who you think Rosemont investigate? They own motherfucking people. Hey y'all, appreciate the thumbs up, gang. Hold on, y'all. Let me read the chat. See what y'all saying in the chat. All right. All right. Now look how look who Rosemont Fulton is on. The staff. They telling you who the last one synced. And keep this in mind, the police synced that footage as we speak. Look what time it is. It's 11:08. What time did you seen a Garcia told the police she located on Kenneka on the footage? It's around about this time. Guess what the police doing? The police the police outside in the parking lot telling Miss Teresa and them, Miss Teresa telling them about the 11th floor. Yeah, the 11th floor, it look like a struggle and all this, and the family on the floor. So once it got out of control, you seen the Garcia ain't had no choice but to say, I found Kenneka on the footage. And that's just a way to calm everybody down. Like, ooh, they finally seen Kenneka on the footage, so now they can start walking through the halls. You see what I'm saying? Cause look what they were doing in the halls. We got screenshots. They already did their investigation. Got timestamps. They taking pictures of the girl. You know what I'm saying? At ASOM right here. Hold on. Damn. My bad, guy. I ain't got my shit pulled up. But y'all see it, right? So here go all they report. And look at the camera they said they were missing. You see that? So when they said she walked past employee, what camera that was? Was it with one of these cameras? You see what I'm saying? But these same cameras, you said that didn't work. You said she walked in this area. And you look at the camera, you're gonna be like, damn, I see why you say they didn't work. But this would show you where if it was a fight, where it broke out at and where it ended at. Look at all these locations where the camera's at right here. Right here. They all in the same area. Right elevator. Look, this is all access security got to. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody got access to the area but security round about this time and housekeeper. Man, the cover up is crazy. Cause look, the back office, the laundry room camera, the employee parking area, the lower level freight elevator, the crochet kitchen, dock entrance. Man, they said the dock entrance. And we just heard the call, the frequency. See that? So boom, round at 2:31, the nigga was in this area. Boom, the lady heard a noise. Bam, there will be time when the struggle going on in this area, right here. So boom, when you think about the police frequency, yeah, stage by the back door, come through audio, avoid front of the building. Cause look, it's an exit though where she heading to. You see what I'm saying? It's an exit though. And this might be the exit though right here she made it out of and they blocked it off. See what I'm saying? Cause it's right there. So look, that's why Risco kept coming in this area. Cause he seen everything on the footage. Franz K said he turned the footage off. I'm thinking Franz K turned the footage off himself, got caught, and you know what I'm saying? And everything went downhill from there. So look, boom. They right here. They color coded. That's why they got this right here labeled as red. The crime scene. This would be the crime scene. If they showing you Kenneka, if they got Kenneka on footage walking towards the freezer, and and this thing you know, she turns around and the struggle break out, and now she right here. Well, they say the cameras didn't work, but the police say this is a crime scene. So they will confirm the story when this lady said this, right? Hold on, guys. Let me pull up. Right? Because she describing where everything will be happening at. Nika fighting security off right there in the kitchen. He grabbing her by the freezer room. And then you got cameras right there. Then come on, bro. Look, they telling you what they saw on the camera. They said they didn't work. Cause it's clearly that this person seeing a camera, they said that didn't work. Right or wrong, guy. Right or wrong. What they looking at then? So now this really exposing the cover up. They gonna mark it down and say, yeah, these are list of cameras that didn't work and all it did. All right. See that? This can't be no lie here. This is all facts. All right. Now look where she go. And look what time this is at 3. And she gonna be down there for 20 minutes. Then look at the time that he going back there. This at 3:39. 3:39, Jack. So look, if she was missing from the kitchen, from the room at 2 some, and we know she came out that room at 2, between 2:13 to 2:16, and that's when French K was on the move. And boom, French K missing for 30 minutes. 3 o'clock come around. He telling Bree and them to go back in the room and all of this old shit. And they ain't seen Kenneka. Peace and them said he wasn't nowhere to be found. And all this, and they were checking door to door, round about 3 and 4. On the floors, 3 and 4, looking for her, door to door, right? So when you look at it on this footage, if they were doing that, they gonna be on the floors while they going to the pool area. This at 3:40. So look, you see that? I'ma stop it right there. Then you go back to the report. Look what they saying. They cannot get around that, bruh. That they gonna be with security on the camera. They just admitted she gonna be last seen with the staff. No matter how the way they put it, walking past or being carried or however they want to put it, she still gonna be with them folks, right? And look at this. Boom. Ain't the timing right now? Ain't the timing right now? Ain't the timing right now, Jack? They can't get around it. But look, they can't get around it that boom, she was last synced with the staff. But they just can't just come up with a good ass narrative with like, damn, but she was last seen by her friends on the floor. We can't explain how she gonna be with staff at the end of the day. No, look, that ain't when he about to grab her. No. Look what time this is. This at 3:44. And he putting his jacket back on. Remind y'all when he first put that jacket on, that's when he snatched her in the elevator. This the next time he put the jacket on and she gonna be in the pool. So when he said, yeah, when I got the call to go to the pool area, that's when I seen the guy that when they got the guy, the same dude in all black with the hoodie on. But you could be the dude in the hoodie and disguising yourself as one of them in the room. Bruh, a lawyer gonna look at this like, damn, why you had to put on your jacket? You kind of cold? What was the temperature like? You see what I'm saying? Cause you know the weather, you don't even need no jacket September that. Look at the weather right now. Look at the weather right now. That's why I say you relive this moment. Cause look at the weather. You don't need no jacket, no skull hat, none of that shit. But they doing it. It said 3:31. So when he said when they will put her in the freezer and the footage gonna show Monifa and the guys with the hoodie on, with the black hoodie on, what if it gonna be French K? So what if they release the footage and you just see French K, Monifa, and Shamaya put her in the freezer? You see what I'm saying? And he trying to make it look like, yeah, that's when the guys in the hoodie, cause you gotta think about what Zach said. Zach said, I didn't physically see the guys go in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? So boom, look what would be going on in real time at threesome. So if you see this and if you see this right here and this is that three something, that's why the report said this. If they seen that on the camera, boom, 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 and she walking in the kitchen, look what the front desk and them doing in the lobby. Look what the front desk doing. See that? So they just to show you that they knew she was with staff. And it ain't looking so good. It ain't looking so good when she with the staff member now. You see what I'm saying, bro? Look where they slipped up at. when they gave us the narrative like this her, yeah, she was last seen, you know what I'm saying, with staff, and everybody gonna be like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it was somebody with her the whole time. And then you go to the footage and look at this shit. Now they gonna look like, oh my God, we really fucked up. Cause now they gonna go back to the footage and see this shit. At the timestamp, we said she was with a staff member. They done figure out the time an hour off, and now they know the real time of this shit, and now they know why the staff nerves all on this shit, bro. Look, everybody scratching. And think about this. When French K said he got the call to come to the pool area, and he was already at the pool area, and he could be a witness to all of this shit. Hold on, gang. Let me stop this right here. And go to this. Hold on, y'all. Remember when 54 Keys said about the beverage manager? This in real time, gang. Look, this in real time.
Something else to show y'all. Yeah, we still on the beverage manager's ass over here. We on his ass.
Now look, y'all see what time it is? Now let's play this footage in real time.
In this video right here, we gonna watch him move. We gonna watch him move. And we gonna key in on a specific time frame between 11:20 p.m. on September the 9th, right before they found Kenneka, up until 12:26 a.m. on September the 10th. Okay? So, yeah, we gonna get into this shit, man. But before we do, we gonna go over this footage right here, man, because this is what they gave us. Kenneka walking straight to the freezer. Then we got this motherfucker right here walking straight to the freezer. So yeah, let's get into this shit, man. But before we do, let's rewind for the one time. On September the 9th at about 8 o'clock, Lenora and Miss Teresa and them up there acting a fool. But then we see the female manager in the lower level at 8:23:39. And then seconds, look who's behind her. The beverage manager. Only thing is that he cut this corner and she didn't. But he's right behind her. Now, I don't know what she went down there to do, but what I do know.
Now keep this in mind and look at this. Hold on, y'all. You see that? Keep keep the timestamp in mind. Right? Keep the timestamp in mind. We playing this shit in real time, right? Okay. This the 54 key.
know is that he was on her ass. He was on her ass. And then we see her back at the front desk right here at 8:25 on the phone.
101, 201, an unwanted subject.
101. 201.
101, 201, unwanted subject, 5440 River Road, 5440 River Road, Crown Plaza. It's going to be for a female black wearing a black sweater and blue jeans, knocking on all the hotel rooms. She's going floor to floor looking for her missing 19-year-old.
And keep this in mind. I showed y'all the pictures of who all in room 926 at this time. They still got people in room 926 that were there that night, right? So Miss Teresa and them on that floor knocking on them doors. To remind y'all, when the report they said somebody cleaned the room out already and people checked out. Come to find out that's a lie. These motherfuckers still in the room and they didn't want Miss Teresa didn't know. They didn't want Miss Teresa know they were still in the room. Right? So check this out.
Daughter, the hotel would like her out of the property, off the property.
The police was called to the Crown Plaza at 8:29, and they wanted Miss Teresa and them off the property. Yeah. And then don't forget about this motherfucker right here. 5 minutes after they called the police, this maintenance guy ended up in the kitchen where they found Kenneka. And he told us in his statement that when he was in that kitchen, he was in there 1 minute before somebody from the front desk called him and told him to go check the pool. And I told y'all, I felt like he was being redirected. And I still feel that way. But I wanted to know who called him. Who called him? So, yeah. I went looking for the front desk footage. And let's see if we can figure out who called him. Watch this. Now, this footage right here is from the front desk, and it starts at 8:34. Watch the guy at the front desk. And don't forget, at this time, the maintenance guy, he's in the kitchen where they found Kenneka. Remember, he said he got a call from the front desk. He hangs the phone up, picks it right back up, takes some notes, he write down some shit. Okay, watch him. Hangs the phone up, and then picked up his radio at 8:35. The maintenance guy told us he was only in there for a minute before.
Y'all see that? Now look. Now look, the police already got pictures of Kenneka at 8 something. You know what I'm talking about? In the freezer. Then you got the maintenance guy back there in the kitchen at 8 something. Then you got this hotel employee in the kitchen. At the front desk at 8 something on the walkie-talkie. You know what I'm talking about? With the maintenance man, right? Why did?
He received that call from the front desk. And like I said, I wanted to know who called him. So do y'all think
The same thing the front desk did on September the 8th. Front desk Brian, the same shit that he was doing. He doing the same shit that he doing right now.
this guy right here called him? I do. I think he was the one that called him. But now the question is, who called him? Y'all understand where I'm going with this? Who called him? Yeah. Since we've done a nice little recap, let's go ahead and get into this shit, because I told y'all we was going to focus on a specific time frame between 11:20 p.m. and 12:26. And we're going to start off with this because some people are still confused as to where the police were reviewing the footage at the hotel. And I'm about to show y'all. So listen to this.
Hey, Sarge, I'm going to go look at the cameras real quick.
That call came in at 11:19. So now watch this lobby footage that starts at 11:19.
But did y'all peep the game though? When you hear in the background, you hear in the background like, damn, where the police at? Cause they seem like they in somebody's hotel room. And they loud as fuck. Right? Look, what do you think the police said right now? Listen to the background.
And so that call came in at 11:19. So now watch this lobby footage that starts at 11:19. And what the officer is saying is that they about to go watch the cameras. I don't know, maybe some of y'all missed it or in the beginning, I don't know. But he says over the radio, we about to go watch the cameras. And then 1 minute later, look at him. The female manager is directing the police officer behind the front desk.
See that? Look, pay
And
attention.
then there's a second call. Yeah, listen to this one.
601 from 609. Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, just meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching the footage. We are just about approaching. All right, so far.
Now that second call came in at about 11:33. So he was back there about 13, 14 minutes before he called the other cops like, shit, come meet me where I'm reviewing the footage. And then, look at this shit. At 11:34, look where they going. They going behind the front desk. And I'm telling y'all this because that information is important. Don't forget.
So look, if that was going on around about this time, right? That's why they went and had Franz K behind the front desk. Cause that's when he started sitting behind the front desk like he was in timeout. It's like when they found out what was on the footage, that's when Franz K was on timeout and they kept a close eye on him at the front desk. He didn't move unless they said he moved. See what I'm saying, Kane? Look how everything playing out. This is real time, right? It's the same time stamp that we right now. In my time zone, it's 11:38. It's 11:38. Get the feeling of this shit.
They're reviewing the footage behind the front desk. Okay? So what we about to do now is 11:34 on this lobby footage. What we about to do now is watch them move when they come out that office. Let's go, y'all.
Roseline from 601.
And before we do that, keep this in mind. A number 23. Keep that in mind. Number 23. So now you know why the police was searching this area the way they were searching it.
601, go ahead.
Myself, 609 Tango, and 101. We're going to be going downstairs in the basement area, Crown Plaza, just in case you use communication with us.
10-4.
Now, when the officers hit those steps, this is where they end up, in this hall.
And keep this in mind. If you seen the Garcia seen Kenneka walk in this area, right? So that means she wasn't alone when she saw her on the video. Hi, y'all. When she saw the video, she seen this. Number 23, Kenneka wasn't alone and she was with a co-worker. Right? See what I'm saying? Look.
Hallway right here. And that's where they wanted us to believe Kenneka was coming up that ramp, remember? Yeah. So watch their path. They're in this hallway, and when you get to the end of this hallway, there's a door on the right, and that's where we thought we saw that struggle. And then you can hang this left right here. And that's what they do. They hang that left. And understand this. This is the same.
That's why she walked the same. That's why they walking the same route. Cause look, whatever they saw on footage, they tracked Franz K movement. Cause remember when he was missing for 30 minutes and Kenneka came toward this way, you think Franz K didn't walk this way? Mm-hmm. So look, watch this.
path that they wanted us to believe that Kenneka took. Okay? So watch them. Because I don't know about y'all, but I was still, even to this day, unclear about certain areas on this lower level. And I'm going to tell y'all what I found in this. Y'all might already know this shit. I didn't. But when they get toward the middle of that hallway, they hang a left and end up right here. They end up right here. And that's, you got the female manager showing them into the.
So she basically walked the same route Kenneka would have walked. Think about this. At once upon a time, Kenneka had to walk through her. Cause we got her coming out the kitchen, you know what I'm talking about? If you see what I'm saying now, all right, look. This the camera that Kenneka was on the longest. This the camera that Kenneka was on the longest. Like, if you pay attention to it, it's like, boom. It was like, how can I put it? Like, something was going on in this area and they had to stall. They went in the men's room with her to get her out of view and come out and fumble around by the water fountain. So they was stalling in this area for some particular reason. And you seen the guy still gonna see all of this shit. Cause if it's in the paperwork, they seen this shit. Now in the beginning, they told us, oh, Kenneka was seen in this area and she was by herself. And when she walked past these cameras, she got lost, like, you know what I'm talking about. Right? That's what they told us in the beginning. And she could have got out because there's multiple exits in that area. And the camera won't pick it up. That's what they said. That's what they told us. Now you go to this, put 2 and 2 together, voila. Look what we got here.
Lower level kitchen. Take note of the time. I know in the last video, when I first saw this, I thought it was about like 10:30 something, like it was 10:30. But I was looking at the wrong time. Actually, it is 11:37. Okay, so I need y'all to remember that time. Okay, and like I said, I was one who was still confused about the layout in this lower level. So, just so we can clear up some things so we can, put two and two together. I found a video from this girl, I believe her name was like Jennifer Ferrera or something like that.
But check this out. Look, y'all see when 54 Keys said there was that 11 song? She was going by the timestamp, you know what I'm talking about, at the top of the right screen. But guess what? You know the footage off an hour. They said 10 something. That's why Mr. Risa said the employee was in the kitchen with Kenneka at 10 something. Look, at 10 something. Stayed in there for 2 hours and Kenneka didn't come out the kitchen. So once you look at the time footage, this at 10:37. (10:37) gang. So once you go to Lucinda Garcia and she got the police with her, what she was really telling them, she ain't even got to tell them what she saw on the footage because they all gonna watch it together. They all gonna watch it together regardless, right? So you see where she brought the police to? Now let's go back to the goddamn 911 call. Damn. Now let me go on. Hold on. Let me finish the
One who
video
was still
out.
confused about the layout in this lower level. So, just so we can clear up some things so we can, put two and two together. I found a video from this girl, I believe her name was like Jennifer Ferrera or something like that. But she walked this lower level. And I want to show y'all some of the things that that had me confused in the beginning. So let's look at a couple things during her walkthrough. When she panned to the left, that's the steps that the police came down. Okay? And she's in that hallway that they walked down. There's that door to the right. I told y'all where we thought we saw a struggle. And when she look in the door, look to the right real quick. I wonder where.
Look, 54 Key broke it down. Now, wherever you seen the Garcia synced on the video, she synced this shit. She gon' if she didn't see nothing else, she seen her co-workers on the footage with Kenneka. So when she took the police down there, when they watched the footage, and this said, tell something. If you got an employee in the kitchen with Kenneka and you got the front office manager bringing the police down there at that same time, what you think was going on? What you think was going on? And keep this in mind. They said the route that she took, if she could have exited, meaning that when the fight did break out, she did hit an exit. If you look at it right, how Kenneka made it outside? Boom, boom, boom. And then you got the front this manager female talking about some, yeah, she took this route, but it ain't no cameras in this area to show you how she would have got to the parking lot. Cause this how the way you get out the building. If you look at it the way I'm looking at it, like this lady story right here. Hold on. Not this, but this. Now, if she's telling everybody she last seen security and she telling y'all security was last with Kenneka. You see what I'm saying? These people talking about this the last people they gonna be with Kenneka is the staff member, and look what they describing what's happening. So when you seen the Garcia taking the police down there, did she snitch? And was like, look, I found the footage and look what they did. And she was describing on the footage of the route. Cause keep this man. If they watch the footage, she ain't got the point in telling what she saw on the footage if they all watched it together. You know what I'm saying? Cause they all seen the footage. They gonna go straight. And then don't it make sense that when the police went down there, the first thing they did was this.
Where that door leads to? Looks like an exit door. You know, I don't know. But when she hang this left, now she's taking the same path that we just seen the police take and that we also seen the beverage manager take. When she gets down to the middle of this hallway, I want to point something out to y'all. When she gets to the middle of this hallway, do you notice if when you take a left right there, you got the escalators, and then you got those stairs that Kenneka bumped.
And keep this in mind, how Rosemont and Crown Plaza running in fear. Because if you got her walking with employees in the kitchen, who the hell you think we gonna think who walking with her in the hall? You see what I'm saying? Who you think they're walking in the hall with her then if she was on her way to the kitchen? See, they weren't thinking hard enough when they were putting this shit out. And now they narrative look real stupid right now. Because of this shit.
Into, okay? And then when you go straight down this hallway, it takes you into that kitchen. So that was one of the things that I didn't know. Now, so you can hang a left right there and get to the escalator and the stairs. I didn't know that. So now let's look at the path that they wanted us to believe Kenneka took. I mean, this shit still looks weird to me. She comes down the same hallway and she cut this left like everybody else.
So look, when it comes to the paperwork, if you saying she walked in the kitchen with staff member, it's easy to figure out who with her. Then, right here. And look at the timestamp. This said 2:25. What Frank K said he went up there to the room and bumped into who? The guys in the hoodie. And he at the crime scene where kidnapping finna begin. See what I'm saying? At this point, security gonna be with Kenneka. Fresh K gonna be back there in that office watching the camera and guiding him. You see what I'm saying? You can't have your phone on videotape at the same time doing the kidnapping. You got to rely on the walkie-talkie. You see what I'm saying? Look. That's why they said she was last seen by her friend at Tucson. Where right here, number 21. She was last seen by her friend at Tucson. And at 2:32, she was on camera entering the kitchen. 2:32 and match the time up with this. Bam.
So she gets down this hallway right here, and now need I remind y'all, I just showed y'all if you go to the left, there's the stairs and the escalator. Why didn't she go that way? You know, that was just one of the things that, you know, that I questioned when I saw this footage right here. But then we catch her, so she's past the escalators and the stairs. She's headed toward that kitchen. And like I said, I was confused about the layout. But then I'm like, okay, well, those doors right there that she goes in right here, where does that lead to? So let me show y'all.
Right here in this kitchen. And guess where we get the reflection
It leads
from?
into this kitchen.
Right here.
It leads into this kitchen.
You see that, gang? Boom. Look at the image real closely. Don't it look like Kenneka laid on top of his chest and he walking her? You see what I'm saying? Look at the image real closely. This would be his face, but Kenneka is leaned over on his chest, on his shoulder like. You see what I'm saying? Look at it real closely. Look at the outline of it. You see how they had it look? When y'all want to know how they edited, right? If you look at this, you got a solid color and a light color. The light color is going to be the uniform of the security guard. The dark color is going to be Kenneka. Kenneka's on his chest. Boom, boom, boom. You see, right? And you see the outline of his security uniform. Boom. Once you get, come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Let me blow it up a little bit. Look at the uniform.
Kitchen right here.
See that?
It leads
Watch this.
into this kitchen.
See, man, come on. Think about this. If everybody think this in the beginning and said Kenneka wasn't alone, and we know she wasn't alone. So I want to know when the court said she walked past an employee, was in this scene? Did they see this scene, the unedited version? Hey y'all, appreciate the thumbs up, gang. Appreciate the thumbs up. But look, we know that's not Kenneka's face right here. This person looking like a. I ain't gonna say what I think it look like.
Kitchen right here. So they want us to believe that she walked in one big ass circle. And then don't forget this time right here. So we got at 11:37:13, the police are entering the lower level. Then at 11:38:44, look who in this kitchen. The police. They looking for her.
So they let you know whatever they saw on the video, they saw her with the employee staff and they backtracked this every move on the footage.
So the female manager then took them down there. And now we got police officers in this kitchen right here at 11:38:44. But then look at this shit. At 11:39:07, look who's walking away from the kitchen. The motherfucking beverage manager. So when the police went in, he came out. Okay? So then let's see where he goes. At 11:41, we got him back at the front desk. Yeah, he went back to the front desk. His snake ass. And don't forget, you can review the footage from behind the front desk. So I'm quite sure it's a back office or some shit. And then at 11:43:35, we got the female manager leaving the lower level.
So now you got to question that if Kenneka was on the employee on the footage, was she with the assistant beverage manager? Because he was the one that found her in the freezer. And when you look at it, the police sure let him down now. He showed down there by himself. And the police just let him do whatever he want to do in that joint. You see what I'm saying? It could have been him with her, bro.
Kitchen. So she done took the police down there. They've been down there about 6 minutes. She done left their ass. They still down there. And now she's headed back toward the front desk.
So you seen the guy sink Kenneka with an employee. And now that's proven. Now that's proven that she gonna see her. Everything what the court paper says, she would have saw that on the camera. So now I understand when I was telling y'all, look, y'all, when you seen it at when you seen the footage, I'm finna go back to the front desk. When she was on the footage, looking at the footage telling the police, but when she came back to the front desk, she ain't want to rap with no more employees. Check this out. Look at her. I'm gonna let 54 Keys narrate this right quick, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about.
And then she gonna hang this right and go up those steps. And then look who comes out the front office at 11:44. The beverage manager, talking to the police, probably trying to push some bullshit ass narrative. And then look, they met up right here when she got up at the top of those steps. Now she's talking to the police officer and the beverage manager. Yeah. And then around this time, listen to the police scanner.
Go ahead, Dan. Yeah, there are numerous areas in this basement and it's also in the sub-basement. I don't know if you want to bring out the firehouse or have them do a secondary search behind us, various research, looking at numerous rooms, 7 levels. All right, 10-4. I'll get them out here responding cold and then just pop up in the lobby and we'll make a plan.
So when they found that on the footage, they sprung into action like, well, damn, we got to pop up in the lobby, come up with a plan so we can figure out how we going to cover this shit up. So they just show you how corrupt Rosemont is because they going to see all of this. You mean to tell me, bruh, in the court papers, they saw this shit on the video she was last seen with the employee, and you mean to tell me these motherfuckers the whole time were plotting?
The police then came across this scanner talking about it's too many hallways and shit to check, and they need some help. And now we see the beverage manager, he walked away from the police officer at 11:45:32, and then he hit the food court hall. And then when you go down this hallway, this is another thing that I didn't know. When you go down this hallway where he's going, and you hang a right there.
And that mean to tell you that he know what's on the footage too. Bruh, this shit crazy. The whole time, look how they try to throw you out with the walkie-talkie frequency. Yeah, it's area too big right here. We need to do a little search. The whole time, they weren't doing no motherfucking search, bro. Hi, y'all, Jack.
This is where the fuck you come out at. I ain't even know. I told you I was confused about the layout. But he comes down these stairs right here. And he goes in the men's bathroom. And just to let y'all know, he in that motherfucker for like 47 minutes. 40.
Now you know why he running in and out this area right now, cause they just seen the video. The police just seen who she gonna be with. And look what they allowed him to do. And at some point in time, this nigga was on the footage, the same footage Kenneka was on when she came up missing. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no way that you mean to tell me we got paperwork right here and this what they were seeing the whole time on the footage? This what they were seeing the whole time on the footage, and we were sitting up there like, damn, somebody with her. Oh my God, look, you see the hands, you see the foots and all this old shit. And then in real time, they were telling Miss Teresa she didn't even walk in that job. They can't find her on the footage. No, they didn't want to look. They found her on the footage. They just didn't want to present her on the footage, bro. Cause if Miss Teresa want to see the camera, and then they gonna show Kenneka, and guarantee you this, Kenneka ain't gonna be alone on that footage. She ain't gonna be alone on that footage. And that's a fact. You can't show her with the suspect at the same time. All right, look, gang.
27 seconds. Not even a whole minute. And now, fellas, this for y'all. I mean, did he go use the bathroom? Like, do it only take y'all less than a minute to use the bathroom? It's just.
And it's strange that when they watch the footage and finally locate her on the footage, and she went in this bathroom right here, and the police see that now. Why you think he going into the bathroom? And then look who else gonna follow behind him in the bathroom.
Then he come right back out. Ain't washed his hands, ain't fixing his clothes, nothing. I don't think he used the bathroom, but he went in there. And then he goes through the kitchen this way. So don't forget now, at 11:47:16, he's going into the lower level kitchen. And then at 11:53, look, we got the police leaving from down there. So when they came out, he went in. Okay? And they're headed back to the front desk.
So look, the whole time they knew what they saw on the footage, so they went down there to go see what they looked at, what they investigated on. Cause they didn't stay down there long. Soon when they came back up there, they said, all right, we need to get a game plan going. And this thing, you know, they saying, let's go search the hotel. So whatever they saw on that footage, they went to the real crime scene. Boom. Just like what this YouTuber said about the Travis and Frank's Cave and the security guard. Mm-hmm. So they seen what them suckers did. And when they went down there, the police already seen what they needed to see. They already seen what they needed to see, bruh. But you can't just let the family know that. You still got to make this look like she ain't even at the hotel. So boom, watch this.
So did they run into him, talk to him, what? I mean, what the fuck was he doing? Because it seems as if, as the police were coming out from the lower level, the beverage manager was going in. He was going in. And from the time he left, from the time the beverage manager left the front desk at 11:45, he never returned to the front desk. He's down here in this lower level. He never went back to the front desk. I watched.
See that? Look, cause he finna be in this area. Remind y'all the next time you see him, he gonna be opening up the freezer claiming that he found Kenneka. So look, the police let him, look, if the police saw him on the footage in the foul play, and next thing you know, the police want to cover this shit up for him, right? The first thing they're gonna have to tell him to do, man, you got to go down there and clean some of your, you know what I'm talking about, some of your evidence up. While we are stalled in the lobby, you know what I'm talking about, acting green like we don't know what's going on, while you sneak off and do all that there. Cause check this out. Look, they let him go back to the scene. And he could have been on the footage with her or anything. He could have been the one that's with her, right? And they let him go back to the scene. And you know what the police saw on the footage.
The footage from 11:45 to about 12:30. You don't believe me? Go watch it. He never goes back to the front desk. I mean, but that's where you can review the footage. So when he walked through this kitchen right here, he went straight to the freezer.
You see what I'm saying? Now you go straight to the freezer with the keys down. So the police already done seen the footage, and you missing for a while. So what kind of negotiation you had with the law? Keep this in mind. If the police seen Kenneka walking with staff member, they know she didn't walk in the freezer. Simple as that. They know she didn't walk in the freezer, bro. Can't get around that. They know she didn't walk in the freezer. Everybody knows she didn't walk in the freezer. And these people, the court paper telling you she didn't even walk in the freezer. See what I'm saying? Right now, that's when he'll be, right now, that's when he'll, look at the time matching up with real time. You can't stop time in real life. You can stop time on the clock, but you can't stop the day from rolling. You see what I'm saying? It's still gonna roll. Look at this shit.
He went straight to the freezer. I'm not gonna keep saying that. And so now my thing is this. If he never went back to the front desk, and we know that's where they're reviewing the footage, so that tells me there's monitors back there, probably, like I said, in the back office. If he never went back there, when the fuck would he have seen the footage of Kenneka walking straight into this freezer?
Hi, y'all. You see what I'm saying? You heard me. How the fuck he know to go back there? If he wasn't there watching the footage with them folks. Like you seen the Garcia doing. See what I'm talking about? Then you got the key. Then them folks know what's on the footage and they allow you to go back there and open the freezer door. So this is let you know, y'all, the police know what was on the footage and look how they look what they did after that. Alright? Well, you finna go in there, John, discover her and say you found her. That's why it was a big misunderstanding in the beginning when Miss Teresa was like, first they said the employee found her, then they turned around and said the fire department found her. Which one it is? They had Miss Teresa thinking the fire department was helping Rosemont, and the whole time it wasn't even the fire department up there. It was the evidence. It was the technician evidence guy. See what I'm saying? And I'm thinking they were firefighter, but these motherfuckers was goddamn it, the people that take the cameras and do the markers and the whole investigation. So now you know why they had to cover it up. Cause man, it ain't no telling. The police had to see him on the footage when Kenneka was missing. Keep this in mind. If Franz K was missing, then he telling everybody Lenny was missing, and then you got this sucker right here said he worked that night, but he ain't on the footage at all. Come on, bruh.
He was missing for 36 minutes. Where was he? He was on the lower level. And then after he found Kenneka, remember, he went and got Walsh from the dock.
Police know damn well she didn't walk in there alone because they done seen the footage. Now look how they did a little reenactment, like we just make it look like you found her. You see what I'm saying? She walked back there. So this gave it up. Cause if you watch the footage, look, why you got to go through all this and the paperwork said you ain't even, you know what I'm talking about? Everything on the footage. She was with an employee. And you doing this shit?
He was on the lower level. And then after he found Kenneka, remember, he went and got Walsh from the dock.
What if he was telling them that's what Franz K took her to? Back here, by the room, you know, the freezer room back here. It could be anything. See what I'm saying?
And took him straight to the freezer.
Boom.
Yeah. Where was he? Where was he? And now, this is where we at.
301 here. Oh, fuck.
301, everything 10-4?
Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid.
Did y'all hear somebody in the background say or tell the police officer she frozen solid? It had to be the beverage manager. Hell, he was the only one back there with him. It had to be him. I'm telling y'all, he doing a whole lot of directing in this shit. And what I believe is going on here is that in this video, what we've done is watched him watch them. That's how I see this.
So with that being said, now y'all see these motherfuckers over here in a huddle. They in the huddle. So what they talking about is this. Number 23. They can't get around that. That she gonna be last seen in the kitchen with the hotel personnel. That's what they talking about right now in the kitchen. How the fuck they gonna explain this to the public? She supposed to be last seen by her friends on the floors. But these fucking cameras got her with the staff. How we gonna do this? This just to show you that they were plotting right now in real time of what they were gonna come up and tell us what happened to her. And prove that they seen the footage and know what was on it the whole time. Come on now. This shit. Come on, you seen all this shit on the footage. You know how everything play out from 2:30 to 3:30 on the footage. How come y'all couldn't find that footage when they first asked for the footage? You couldn't find it, but you found it all right. You knew what was on it. That wasn't nothing that you want to tell Miss Teresa. Hey, can you really look? Miss Teresa screaming, telling these folks, hey, can we at least see the tape? Can we see the footage? Hey, can we see the footage? Man, if they would have showed Miss Teresa footage for real, man, that lady probably would have had a heart attack or a stroke. See what I'm saying? Because the way they looking like on the footage, ain't no telling what's on that motherfucker. And I ain't even gonna lie. Bruh, the way they acting on that footage, bruh, I bet you it's so fucked up. It's rated R, bruh. You can't even share this motherfucker. It's gonna start another protest. It's gonna start a riot. It's gonna start something. Look how many people that still tuned in with Kenneka Jenkins case. They just sitting back waiting, bro. Man, them folk can't lie to us no more. Look, cause they been exposed. Look at this shit.
He seems to me like he's trying to stay 2 steps ahead of these motherfuckers at all
See that?
times. When they went in that lower level, he brought his ass up out of there. When they came up out of that lower level, he took his ass back down in there. And again, what was he doing? He's missing in action. He didn't go back to the front desk, so he wouldn't have seen no motherfuckers on the...
And make it so bad, the same person that the lady said that was with Kenneka in the kitchen, named Travis, he works for Rosemont. And that's what they really would be talking about. God damn it. God damn it, Travis. You see what I'm saying? If you got a YouTuber said Travis was with Kenneka and she pulled away and all this, so they saw all this on the video as well.
Surveillance.
They saw all this, so that means they saw Travis doing what he did. And now you know why they sent her talking about it.
But he knew where the police were. He told us in his first statement that while he searched this kitchen, that the police were at the dock and at the dock roof areas. How would he know that if he wasn't on their ass? He's watching them. He's tracking them. Just like we tracking him, he was tracking them. And that's why, in my opinion, that's why when he did the second statement, and then he came back and told us in the second statement, like, he was searching the kitchen, and then, I thought the police was right behind me. Motherfucker, you knew they weren't behind you.
See that? You see how his story slightly changed? Because it got to fit what the police then came up with to protect him and the staff. So that means everything they saw on the footage, right?
Like he
right here.
Missing in action. He didn't go back.
And Drew Holmes had to see it too. Hi y'all. And by him going live and making that video talking about who she was walking along, watch how he's finna come back on them when they reveal the truth in court. See what I'm saying? Now you really a sellout. Hi y'all. Appreciate the thumbs up too, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all shout out to 54 Keys. Cause you see how 54 Keys was using common sense, regular investigation, just looking in the loopholes when it comes to the paperwork, the timeline and all that. That's all we were doing, looking in the loopholes. But keep this in mind. Once a lie been told, you can find a loophole if you dig deep into it. So wham, they know what happened to Kenneka. They knew who she was with in her last moment, and they know nobody in the party was down here in the kitchen with her. So boom.
Back to the front desk, so he wouldn't have seen no motherfuckers on the surveillance, but he knew where the police were. He told us in his first statement that while he searched this kitchen, that the police were at the dock and at the dock roof areas. How would he know that if he wasn't on their ass?
It's probably why the police was at the dock area. But that's where the YouTuber said that's where the struggle, the fight happened at, and Kenneka was pulling away from him and getting out to and making her way to the parking lot. Don't that make sense, bruh? Come on, gang. Don't this shit ain't this shit adding up? This shit adding up a little too goddamn. That's probably why the police was in the back door. Man, golly. That's why they was at that back dock, bro. That's why they was at that back dock, bro. Cause everybody wanna know why he mentioned. Let me play this shit.
He's watching them. He's tracking them. Just like we tracking him, he was tracking them. And that's why, in my opinion, that's why when he did the second statement, and then he came back and told us in the second statement, like, he was searching the kitchen, and then, I thought the police was right behind me. Motherfucker, you knew they weren't behind you. You knew where they were. He didn't want them to know that he was tracking their ass. And he fucked up in that first statement by telling us that he knew where they were. And another thing, he told the police that he was searching that kitchen. Keyword, searching. When he walked in that kitchen, that didn't look like no search to me. He wasn't looking around nothing, up under nothing. That wasn't a search. So then, it made me question, like, okay, well, why would he want to be the one to find her? Why would he want to be the person to find her? Because we all know that the person that finds the body is put under the most scrutiny, because the police need to make sure that you didn't have shit to do with what happened to that person. You found them. So why would he want to be the one to find her? Or is this a situation where he didn't want to be, but he had to be? Because understand this, there's no doubt in my mind that he knew where she was. Ain't no doubt in my mind. And how would he know that? You would have had to either seen footage of her going in there, or you knew she was in there. And if he's seen the footage, why not tell the police? They all through that motherfucker. Why not let them find her? It makes you question why he went down there. And let me ask y'all this. What if the police suspected that he never went in there? Yeah, we seen him go back there to the freezer. But what if the police suspected that he never went in there? And that's probably why they asked his ass about the lights. Yeah, I'm still on the lights, don't judge me. But that's probably why they asked him about the lights. It was probably something as simple as they didn't believe he went.
So now you're looking at the question, what they asking him about the lights and the freezer. So that means that he could be one of the suspects that were putting her in the freezer. That's why they would question him about what the light on, and you know what I'm talking about. Cause whatever they saw on the footage, they saw his ass on the footage. And when they saw him on the footage, it makes sense that they got to, well, you got to go in there and discover her. Cause there's no doubt that the police already seen what was on the footage. Then they in the back dock while you in the freezer. They seen what was on the camera and watched it played out. And goddamn it, this thing, come on, man. They seen everything on the footage. They made you go back to the freezer, discover the girl. Well, basically what they did was like, yeah, go on in there and show her, you know what I'm talking about, go on to get her out the freezer. We got them. Hi, y'all. It's over with. They exposed. We know the truth now. It's over with. It's over with. You got to respond now. You got to respond now. You seen everything on the footage. And once they immediately seen the footage, they immediately sprung into action.
Been in there. Because out of all the shit that they asked him, the question about the lights was the one question that he could not answer. And to me, that seemed like the most simple question. Shit, nigga, the lights were either on or they were off. I told y'all. And he could not answer that. I mean, so shit. He wouldn't have been able to answer that if he never took his ass in the freezer. But you came back out like, I found her. Snake ass.
They probably want to know when you put in the freezer, was the light was on or off. Because if we're going to help you, you got to answer that question, was the light was on or off. They're going to help us in our investigation. Because keep this in mind, all the freezer's lights going to be on. The freezer lights is never turned off. You see what I'm saying? If you work in any restaurant or any food services, you already know the freezer light do not turns off. It's a switch. So boom. Was the light was on or off? Because we got to say, boom, when she walked in the freezer, people gonna ask, was the light was on or off? And you know, shit like that, right? Look. Look at it in real time. In real time.
Anything I'll be sending.
10-4.
201, I got it. All right, 600, 609, I got her with me in the lobby. All right, 10-4, we're heading up. $600, 609. Good. Is hotel manager with you, or is she in the lobby or anything? Negative, just front desk personnel. Can you see if they could radio her if you lost her? See if they could radio her and have her meet us outside the lobby, and let me know if they get a hold of her.
Look how I synced the timestamp with the Paul. Look at French Cave.
301 in the area.
301, 10-4.
Peep out French Cave while this shit going on.
$600.
Good.
Noise complaint, Carroll Court. Need 2.
All right, take 201 and 301.
10-4, 20131.
Go ahead.
It's going to be in the front of 10466 Carroll Court, 10466 Carroll Court. Complainant refused to leave any information besides loud music going on outside.
See that?
201-10-4.
That's why they wanted their ass off the premises, because they seen what was on the footage.
201-600. Good, Rick. Just to confirm, the original room you guys checked was 926, correct?
They go that translator up there. That's why Irene said, you know too much.
926 is the room that was checked. All right, 10-4. Go ahead, Dan. Yeah, there are numerous areas in this basement and this off in this sub-basement. I don't know if you want to bring out the firehouse and have a secondary search behind us, various research, and that numerous rooms, 7 levels.
And they fucked up big time.
All right, 10-4. I'll get them out here responding cold, and then just pop up in the lobby and we'll make a plan.
Man, they fucked up big time. Look, they thought what they were doing was helping, and it hurted them the whole time.
600, you still want me to stay outside with the family? Yeah, for now, Rick. Thank you. 10-4. Go ahead.
That's the same police chief that Jedediah talked to and said, was she was walking alone or was somebody with her? And he said he can't answer that right now. Ooh, wee! Remember Jedediah went to the police chief? And you mean to tell me he saw this shit and it's documented? Was she was alone, chief, or was somebody with her? I got no comment. I don't want to say nothing that'll jeopardize the case. See this shit, bruh?
Still by the cafeteria or... Rosemont from 601.
601, go ahead.
Myself, 609 Tango, and 101. We're going to be going downstairs in the basement area, Crown Plaza, just in case he was communication with us.
10-4.
600 copies. I'll stay in the lobby. Relay. One from 609. Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching the footage.
That's why they said they watching the footage. They said they watching it now as we speak. You said what?
Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching the footage. We are just about approaching. All right, that's fine.
And they watching this shit. Read it.
One, Jamie. Yes, that's the room they were speaking of. 10-4, everything. 10-4 in this room. 10-4. Hi, sorry. 20111. Go ahead. Let me know if you see me, if this is the other room you were talking about. No, it's the room directly to the west. All right, 10-4. to 601. Go ahead. If you work your way down the hallway on that floor, the second room from the last, so if you work your way east, second room from the last room, that's there's someone looking out the window up there that may match the description. That's correct. For I see you. Which family member am I supposed to ask? Ask the people in the lot right there, to your left. They're standing by a white car, and like the lower, where you got to walk down into the parking lot. 10-4, I see him. Yeah, just ask them if this is the room that they're talking about. Yes, that is the room they're talking about. It's a bunch of little kids having a birthday party. 10-4. Come to the Crown Plaza. 10-4 right outside. All right, go to the front desk, grab the binoculars we left there, go outside to the family, and have them show you the room. 10-4. I believe it's one down from the top. We're trying to figure out if we think it's room.
That's why they would have the family stalling. Now y'all see why they were stalling the family. 'Cause they know what was on the footage. And the family want to see the footage. And they didn't look. The family want to see the footage. And they weren't even done through with the footage. Man, they got exposed. Man, these people exposed to the footage. Sure it now, Jack. Man, y'all better like, share this motherfucking video right now. It's over with. We see what's going on. Boom.
413. 10-4. 201-101. Go ahead. If you're looking at the E on the Crown Plaza sign, if you look at the E, it's not the window directly below it, it's the one under that. So 2 underneath where the E is at. 10-4. The blinds are shut right now, but I'm going to get the binoculars. 10-4. Alright, 201 or 101. We found in the first room. We're going to open the line. You were broken up. 1485, are you still outside? Stay party. We're going to flash a light out the window.
What happened inside the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare? That's the question many are asking of hotel management after the body of Kenneka Jenkins was found in a freezer early Sunday morning.
If you've seen her going to a freezer or being carried to a freezer, then you need to prove that.
The 19-year-old's family talked to reporters a few hours after the heartbreaking discovery.
That's my favorite sister. How can I live life knowing I'll never see her again?
Jenkins' family says she was at the hotel with some friends at a party, but around 4:30 Saturday morning, the friends called to say they couldn't find Jenkins, but had her cell phone and truck keys.
It had to be something within that room that happened, because they walked in the hotel at 1:13, and they seen at 2-something. That's when they realized she was lost. That's not adding up.
Family members went to the hotel, but say staff told them a missing persons report needed to be filed in order to look at surveillance video. The family says police also weren't helpful, but eventually looked at the video and told them.
We saw her on the video at 3:20 a.m. in the morning, staggering. His exact words. She was so drunk, so she couldn't hold herself up. She was holding on to the wall. She stumbled into the refrigerator, then she closed the door behind her.
Martin believes if someone had looked at the video sooner, her daughter could have been saved.
To me, I feel like they killed my child. The police department and this hotel.
Before they was finna leave, Monique and them, before they were finna leave, she in the hallway, they went back in there to get their keys, left in the hallway. She thinking, I gotta go piss. Let me try to find it. Let me find the nearest washroom. It's a big hotel. I know it's a public washroom somewhere. My bad, y'all. Somebody just called. It's a public washroom somewhere on this floor or whatever. So Kenneka Jenkins had to bump into a motherfucker that worked there. Just think, in the hallway, oh, excuse me, sir, I gotta take a piss. We're at a washroom, you work here,
Not only that, it wasn't until Beverage got back that they even started to look for her. Come on, y'all. Make that shit make sense to me. It don't make sense. I was expecting them to be like, yeah, we called Beverage because we couldn't find Kenneka. Like, girl, where you at? When you coming back? We can't find Kenneka. None of that. Or even Beverage saying like, yeah, Monique put
that. But that footage is it gonna settle something?
It's the only thing motherfucker got that's proof, bro. This is the footage, bro. Motherfucker that's talking that shit don't mean nothing. Motherfucker got their opinions on the shit. That footage gonna prove everything. Opinions like an ass over there. They need to just drop that motherfucker. Some type of footage that show a woman really doing anything by herself. All that. Just show something. Don't just gonna say no. That shit old.
Been at the computer watching the monitor. Now who fell asleep? Because when you seen her there, it should have sent an alert off where we got somebody down in an unrestricted area.
What time on the video was she? What did it show? What time she got in there?
Yeah, they got the time on there. I got to look back on my file. I got those in the car.
Okay.
I got to look back on there, but I commend the police department out there. They not rushing to judgment. They looking at time on everything. They show me time on the cameras, time here. They done order everything, even outside technicians to come in, because when they give it out, they want to give it out by the time and the minute.
That's why he said they had the outside technician, them the who you see on the footage with Rosemont. Now look at what Andrew Holmes lied about, and now look how it really made him look even more worse. You thought you were lying and was helping Rosemont, and the whole time you heard the investigation. See what I'm saying? Now, if you want to know why he ain't talking about the Kenneka Jenkins case no more, look what he just said. And look what we know now. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. See what I'm saying? Now, let's play the footage. And these some bitches knew the whole time. And the family looking for her. And Franz K knows she was in the freezer. Nah, they seen what was on that footage and look what's going on. Hi, y'all. Caught red-handed on the footage. Never thought nobody was gonna dig a little deep into it and figure out the Kenneka Jenkins theory.
Roseline 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm calling from the Crown Plaza, Chicago here. I'm actually calling because there was an incident, I guess, last night where a lady was mentioning about her daughter going missing in our hotel at the Crown Plaza.
Okay.
We did mention this. Actually, the police in Rosemont have a report about it already. But the only thing is we have the mother of the daughter here at the hotel, and she's knocking door to door in our guest rooms, asking and disturbing our guest.
Okay.
We wanted to
What floor is she on?
Ninth floor, but she's going to every single door.
Okay.
And guess why Miss Teresa on that 9th floor? Guess who on the 9th floor, gang? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold up. I gotta pull it up. Guess why? Guess why they didn't want Miss Teresa on the 9th floor? Hold on. Let me pull it up for y'all. See that? Guess why? Hold on. Let's go to the one on the 10th. Well, that's on the 11th. That's on the 13th. They were still in the room.
With the employee when them is in there grabbing their phone and their keys. She leave with the employee. Either way it go, whether they told her to leave out the hallway or they took her to the washroom, either way it go, it shows Kenneka was encountered by an employee. Then you got to think about this. Only an employee
See what I'm saying, gang? I'm on these 4 ad, bruh. Man, these 4 here, bruh. Man, these 4 done fucked up for real. They done fucked up. Once you just see a little truth, get a little truth, you can expose all the lies. Man, Andrew Home, full of shit. Crown Plaza, full of shit. Rosemont, full of shit. And the people that was at the party, full of shit. Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe. And let's bring awareness to the new update. I mean, everybody was used to be in conspiracy mode about her case. Now we got the truth. Can we spread that? Can we spread the truth? The real for real? Yeah. Man, I appreciate the love and the support, gang. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Man, we gonna do this shit again tomorrow. Cause we ain't through yet. This ain't even all the tea. Man, y'all get ready, Jack. Until then, man, Trey Gang love y'all. And y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. And man, we'll be back